Where does it all go down? Where can I go in this town?
Welcome to Okoye Cigar Lounge. I'm Chuck, also known as Blue, and you're cigaring with Chuck. Today we have with us a good friend of mine. I met him long ago, Wes Thornton, National Sales Manager for Crownhead Cigars.
Not national sales manager. I still cover territory. We have a national sales manager, but I have been there the longest. I've been there almost 11 years.
I thought you were a sales manager, man.
Well, I do
Who do I need to talk to?
I do all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Well, no, you go. That's fine. I'm smoking one of your staples, the 4 Kicks.
It's our original cigar.
Put a V cut on it. Got these V cutters. And it's a guillotine also. It's a dual cutter.
What brand is that?
Calibri.
Okay, nice.
It is nice. And I'm going to drink me a cream soda with it. And I'm going to light it up with this Vizzle house lighter. We sell these, by the way.
You get those from Brian? Is it Bissell? Bisol?
Yes.
Brian, he used to sell them down from Chattanooga. The hang gliding kid.
No. This one comes from a rep, one of the reps.
Brian Morris, who I'm thinking of. He may not still be in the business.
No, some different. What we're going to talk about. So I'm smoking this staple, and I really love it. We sell quite a few of these. We sell these by the boxes, the 4 Kicks, that is. Mm-hmm. And you're smoking one of our house sticks.
Yep.
The Chabu.
Yep.
Named after Charles and Abu.
Chabu, whom I've never met, but I've met.
Abu do good work, man.
Yeah.
He's out of sight, but not out of mind.
It's a good cigar. It's got, honestly, this is my second cigar of the day. I just smoked the cigar. I drove here from Nashville this morning. Came straight here. It's my second cigar of the day. It's got a little kick to it.
Yeah, it does.
It's got a little bit of kick to it.
It's supposed to be medium high medium,
mm-hmm.
But every now and then it gets up there.
It's got some nicotine content for sure.
Yeah, that Chabu's a medium plus, and sometimes when you get toward the end of it, man, that's when it really picks up a little bit. It's got good flavor. Eric Espinosa makes those for us.
Nice. We're good friends with that. We're good friends with Espinosa.
Good guy. Great
friends
guy.
of ours.
Now, what I have in front of me, can you explain to me what we have in front of us here?
Yeah. I'll go back to the cigar you're smoking, though. 4 Kicks was the original cigar we ever made. We started chipping those in November 2011. And as you know, we're based out of Nashville, Tennessee, which is where I live. And I started with them in February 2013. But that's still my favorite cigar that we make, and the first cigar we ever made. Easy to light, right down the middle, Habano, medium body. That's a cigar made that's supposed to, everybody should be able to like it. And I think it does a good job of that. The other 2 you have in front of us here are fairly new to us. So would you want me to go all the way back and tell you the story I told you?
You know what? That
earlier?
would be a good idea.
Yeah.
And these 4 Kicks, we sell these by the boxes. Guys love these. We sell them by the boxes.
Yeah, we're always available, or those are pretty much any of our stuff. And as you notice, we're in Nashville. If somebody wants to order a box, if I have the order by about 3 p.m. Central Time, you'll have it here the next day. Because it's free next day shipping.
I love ordering from you guys. I mean, we get them right the next day. That's pretty cool.
Yep. So these 2 items here are 2 brands we distribute, but there's also a family tied to it. So these are from the Osgener family cigar line. So I told this story to Chuck, I told you a little earlier, but so the Osgener family, that name might ring a bell from back in the CAO days when CAO was based in Nashville, Tennessee. So there's a gentleman named Jano Osgener, and his initials were CAO. And a long time ago, probably back in the 60s, I believe, he started making some pipes in his garage, and then kind of ran across some tobacconists and went in some stores, and they liked his pipes. And so they wanted to buy some of his pipes, and he was an Armenian guy, and Tim tells the story better than I do, but his dad would not pay. If somebody wants to buy something, sure, I'll take the order. He wasn't even set up for it, but stores wanted to offer some of his pipes, but they couldn't tell his pipes away from other people's pipes. So they said, it'd be nice if we could, can you somehow brand yours so when we sell them, we'll know it's yours. And he said, sure, I'll start putting my initials on the stem of the pipe, which he did. And he did all this in his garage at the time. So he started putting his initials, which were CAO. So they started in pipes. Then after that kind of got off the ground, they started making humidors. Then after that, they got into cigars. And they grew that company out of Nashville, grew it pretty sizable company. They sold it for a lot of money to a pretty large conglomerate. Essentially, long story short, they sold it to General Cigar, who now distributes CAO.
Right.
So the CAO cigars you get now are not the same as the old ones you get. The brands, some of the brands are the same, but it's not the same product that used to be out of Nashville.
Now I smoke a CAO America every 4th of July.
Yep. So that was an older brand, I believe, that they used to do back in Nashville. Or it wasn't made in Nashville, but that original company. But now General owns it. They still have the brand, but it's not the same product it used to be. It may still be a great cigar. I haven't had one. I'm not going to talk bad about any brand, but still may be a great cigar if you like it, and that's all that matters. But so there was another gentleman, Jono's son, who Jono was the pipe maker I was just talking about. He's since passed away a few years ago. His son Tim took CAO to the next level. So, long story short, after they sold CAO out of Nashville, he kind of had a non-compete, so he was kind of under the radar for a long time. Since then, that non-compete's up, so he is an investor in Crownheads and has decided to come out with his own cigar brand, Osgener Family Cigars, that we distribute at Crownhead, since obviously he's part owner of our company, so it makes sense for us to distribute out of Nashville, just like our other stuff. And much like many of our other cigars, these two cigars here are made by Ernesto Perez Carrillo out of the Dominican Republic, just like the cigar that you're smoking.
And we know him as E.P. Carrillo.
E.P. Carrillo, the godfather of boutique cigars.
Yeah.
He's a good friend of ours. He makes several of our cigars, including the 4 Kicks that you're smoking. So this one here is called the Bosphorus, and this one is called Eremos, which is a second release. This one comes in 4 sizes. This one comes in 4 sizes. This brand here has been rated by Cigar Aficionado. All 4 sizes are 90 or higher. I got 2 93s, a 92, and a 91. Eremos hasn't been rated yet, but it will be soon.
Known as the A52 and the B52.
Those are the sizes, yeah. B meaning Bosphorus.
Okay.
And then the number is the ring gauge.
Is the ring gauge.
On both lines.
Got
A
it.
is for Eremos.
Got it.
And the branding for both of these are tied back to Tim Osgener's family. And all of the history, the Armenian and Turkish, interlinkings of all of that, and everything on here tells a story about that.
And this one, your standard roll, as opposed to
That's
this
a
one.
round. The other one, the Bosphorus is box press. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
This one is a Habano, just like you're smoking as well.
We just got these in. This is our second box of these. We've already went through a whole box of these, but this one has a higher rating. It just depends on your.
Well, the other one hasn't been rated yet, but they will be, because we haven't. So this one, when this one came out, it takes a minute for us to get it into enough stores.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of insider baseball, insider trading, but you don't necessarily want Cigar Aficionado to rate your cigar, especially if you're going to get high marks, before it's available in a bunch of stores.
Right.
You don't want to have such a nice rating, and then nobody can find anywhere to buy it. So we wanted to wait for them to rate it before we could. We wanted to get it in some stores first, and that's kind of where we're at with Eremos. We're there now, so that should be rated pretty soon, and hopefully it'll get similar marks to Bosphorus. But those ratings, I always say, like I mentioned with the CAO America, you say you like to smoke on 4th of July. Doesn't matter if I like it or not. It doesn't matter if it got a good rating. But if you enjoy it, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
So the ratings help. If somebody's never tried the cigar before, people like to see a high rating. But it doesn't matter if it has a high rating or not. If somebody smokes it and they like it, that's all that matters. So